Welcome back to another Spirit Island video. In this video, we are going to be covering another spectacular synergy, this time looking at many minds and lure. Now, this is a synergy that I recently came across while playing one of my 3 Spirit games, and you guys will see this game posted in a couple days. And I was surprised just how good this combo is. So first, let's look at lure. This is the most recent Jagged Earth spirit, and this is a spirit that is going to struggle with the coast, and that is its main weakness. And it does a lot of offense, control, fear, and defense, and it uses tokens. So on the bottom right here, you can see it uses Beast's tokens. And the way it's using Beast tokens is via Swallowed by the Wilderness. And this says 1 energy, fast power, fire, air, plant, animal, 0 range targeting an inland land, 2 fear, 1 damage per token to a maximum of 5 tokens. Now, a lot of times, typically Lure is only going to have 2 beasts on its board, so that's only 2 tokens. And then it will play either perils, usually to add 2 more. So you're looking at about 4 tokens in the land, so you're not able to completely max this card. Now, Many Minds is a beast user, and not only can it move beasts around with guide, but it also can move with the left innate, and its sacred sites count as beasts. So it's very easy for Many Minds just to throw beasts in a land for lure so that lure can maximize this card. And in the game, you guys will see it's against England 6. We're needing 5 tokens plus a Badlands. You need that 6 damage to take out the 2 towns against England 6, and that was very critical in that matchup. So Many Minds is able to kind of move beasts around and set up beasts for lure if needed. Now, another thing is lure is a spirit that has insane pocket potential, and that is because Softly Beckon is going to gather a lot of invaders. It's going to stop builds. It's going to gather those towns, and with Softly Beckon plus the left innate, you have a ton of tempo action on your board to get ahead of the invaders. Combine that with Many Minds. Many Minds could use Pursue or can use counterattacks with the Han defense. You can really hyper pocket Lure's board, and this is something that Many Minds can do with a lot of spirits. Another good spirit would be like Trickster, where you can just kind of hyper pocket a board. But I was just amazed at how well Many Minds was able to interact with Lure. Another thing that Lure can do for Many Minds is it's gathering Dahan with Softly Beckon, and then it's pushing Dahan. So you have this Dahan mobility, which could help set up Dahan for Many Minds. Usually Many Minds will use Guide to set up Dahan defense. Sometimes you won't be able to get enough Dahan for a counterattack, and based on like the board setup, Lure might be able to do that for Many Minds. Like for instance, if let's say it's Wetlands here, right? Like let's say Wetlands is starting, well, maybe Lure can actually gather. Actually, I would 100% do this if it's, let's say it's Wetlands, right? This is where I would do my combo of Softly Beckon and Perils, and I would go and I would gather the Dahan into here. I would stop the builds. I gotta gather, or not stop, but you know what I'm saying. Gather, 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 and I would then use my perils in that land to then push the Dahan over to here, such that I can possibly get a nice counterattack. So now Many Minds is able to basically get favorable counterattacks here and here, and you can have a ton of value. So that is what Lure is doing to the combo. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Yeah, Gathering Beasts, being able to maneuver Many Minds' presence, Sacred Sites. So this is where Many Minds kind of plays a role, and that is with Boon of Swarming Bedevilment. And we've talked about how powerful of a support card this is, granting Defend 1 in a Spirit's land per presence in that land for all of their presence. Now with Lure, it does something else. So Lure's special rule, it says enthrall the foreign explorers. It says for each presence in a land, up to 2 explorers do not participate in the ravage. Well, now when you have that special rule with Bedevil, that means every presence that you have, let's say Bedevil gets put on Lure, now that land is going to have Defend 1, and because of that special rule, boom, you can ignore that Explorer. So now you have a situation here where Bedevil can solve a town, whoops, not a Dahan land, a town explorer land. into almost every adversary. I think the only one it doesn't is against Sweden, and that's because towns do 3 damage. I guess it doesn't do that into Habsburg either, but against England, against Prussia, against Russia, you can ignore that explorer with Lure's special rule, and then the Dahan defense from Bedevil, it can just clear. But yeah, I mean, I did that spectacular synergy, and you guys will see that video, and you'll just see just how powerful this combo is. And I think I'm just scratching the surface here. I think there's a lot more depth to it. Um, and I think really we're just gonna have to mess around with the builds. I know I showed you guys with the lightning and river video how both spirits can kind of alter their builds. I wonder if that's the same here. But in my video, I believe I just play a very standard top bottom as well as a very standard top bottom, top top build with mini mines. If you like this video, like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.